Hello, hello, hello. If you're out there, make sure you hit that subscribe before you leave. Hit the like, comment. Let me know where you at, where you from. I'm gonna stay quiet until y'all ask me something. Let me know you're there. Say something. Not like I can see you through the screen or anything, like you can see me. Ain't gonna hurt you. Say hi. Say hi, say bye, say something. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit and run. Let me know you're there. All I do is see a number on the top of the screen. That's it. Just trying to see if I can catch me a few more fish today. Give me some more subscribers. Man, my goal was to hit 400 this month. That was my dream anyway. But you never know. We still got time. We got 3 more days. We got today and 2 more days. We need 45 more subscribers. You guys want to be those lucky 45? Hit that button. Don't cost you nothing. 2 letters, 1 word. At it on if Statue of Liberty. Does that mean you from New York? You a New Yorkin? Ah, the Alchemist. How you doing, Alchemist? How you doing, Helen? Hi. Helen Lausch Otzen. Would that be a German name? Polish, German? Am I close? Let me know if the TV's too loud. I mute it. What's going on out there? It's Sunday. Sunday. It's what time is it? It's 11:15 where I'm at. I'm in Florida. Where you guys at? Lausch. Alchemist. Hello, 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 hello. What y'all doing out there? Tim Pools really let himself go. That's a good one. I'm Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus on vacation. What is my stereotype? It's a good question. What's yours, Jamie? I know stereotype. I don't know no stereotype. You have to educate me on that one. Yes, I am mixed, Charles. I am mixed. I am a mutt. Yes, I am single. Ireland, yeah. My great grandmother's from County Cork. She had a strong accent before she passed away. I didn't inherit the accent. As you can hear, my accent's a little ghetto. I ended up with a ghetto accent. I grew up north. Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't know what stereotype even means. You got to help me out, man. Educate the old man. I got a 6th grade education, man. This is the highest grade I've completed. Good morning, man. Yeah, yeah. I get that a lot. I get a lot of people ask me if I'm black. Yeah. Cognitively superior. Yeah, I hear you, Alchemist. But I don't know. You guys are having a lot of problems over there right now. Don't talk about our problems. You guys are full of problems right now over there. uh, I know. Uh-oh, baby Hawk, tell him. Man said, try it, Alchemist. Hey, leave Alchemist alone. He's got enough problems going on over there to be talking about us. That whole place over there is falling apart, man. I mean, don't get it wrong. We're right behind them, but we ain't fell apart yet. Europe done broke, man. They done broke Europe. Europe's broken. Yeah, I got a 6th grade. I graduated 6th grade in North Philly, and that was the highest grade I completed. Then I ended up over in Detroit for another 12 years. I was raised in the ghettos. It wasn't fun. I finally got out, though. You know how I got out? At about 15 years old, I went and borrowed a car. I borrowed a car and I drove it all the way to Florida, and I didn't look back. You know what I mean? uh, nah, man, you know, they're getting overrun, man. They're getting overrun. Letting in too many people. Yeah, exactly. That's fucked up, man. It's terrible, ain't it? Hey, man. Hey, we're right behind them. Don't forget I said we're right behind them, man. We don't start doing something now, it's gonna be the same way, the same way. I love my little small town I live in down here. You ain't gonna see no shit around here, man. Anything pops up over here, there's these people down here look for excuses to break out the rope and the guns. They ain't gonna hold back. They ain't gonna hold back. And these sheriffs down here, man, these sheriffs down here, they don't play around either. They'll back them up. How you doing, Starboy? Love you too, brother. Yeah, they don't play around down here in Florida. That shit don't fly down here. But I tell you, man, a lot of states already falling, man. A lot of states already falling. They're starting to fall one by one. Ooh, how you doing, Alo? Yeah. But you know, we can't be like everybody else and run from our cities and our homes, you know? You know, we American, we got to stand up and defend, you know? We can't run to other countries like everybody runs over here, you know? Everybody run to America, you know, open arms, you get in, You know, it's beautiful. We try to run to any other country. We getting beheaded or something, you know what I mean? Held for ransom. We getting treated like shit. They, we see, we hear you, they. Everybody got their own opinion, they. Yep, Brevard County. There you go. Right down the road from me. I'm in Sumter County, man. I'm right down the road. I'm just the next county's over. Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know about be done for. It's about to get nasty eventually. I always thought I wouldn't be around for it, but it's looking like it's coming. Hey Lisa, you know I remember you, Miss Lisa. How you doing, Miss Lisa? Yeah, it's gonna get worse, man. I thought I'd be dead and gone before the shit hits the fan, but nah, shit about to hit the fan soon. I wouldn't be surprised if it wouldn't happen this year, man. It's too ugly. It's too much going on. And the government ain't doing nothing. You know, the county ain't doing nothing. Law ain't doing nothing. It's time for us, American and patriots. We're just gonna have to stand up, do it ourselves. You know, just like always. It's, you know, like I tell my kids, they all worry about the government, the rules, and everything. I said, quit watching that shit. I said, you know who? You know, the only person I worry about is me. It's my house, my castle. I worry about, you know, what we're gonna eat, how to get the money to eat. You know what I mean? Put food on the table, take care of everything. Ain't no one else doing nothing for us. Yeah, yeah. I've been feeling all right. Still can't get rid of this headache. Got a slight headache on the top. And I hate getting those headaches. Because every time I get a headache, I feel like, because those are like the precursors right before the stroke hits, you get them headaches. Because I'm actually on migraine medication, so I shouldn't be getting headaches. Nah, I hear you, Killjoy, but, you know, time for talking, though, man. Time for talking is just, it's over, man. The other side ain't talking. The other side's acting. You know what I'm saying? And all we doing is sitting there and talking. You know, and talking's good. You know, I've turned the cheek many times, but after a while, you know, you can only turn the cheek so many times. You know what I mean? That's when that phrase, what's that phrase? Fight fire with fire. You just gonna have to do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Yeah, that headaches. Who said that? Baby Hawk. Baby Hawk. Nah, there's a lot of us out here, man. There's a lot of us out here. You know, and I'm gonna tell you now, these gun stores ain't got shit on us what we keep in the house. They ain't got shit on us what we keep in the house. You know? Yeah, it's just hard, man. I'm good, Pinku. I seen you this morning. It was dark, wasn't it? We was just out here. I don't know. I got up, man. I had to take a piss, and what was it, like 4:30? And I said, fuck it, let's go live. We just laying there going live in the dark. Yeah, we are the majority. We are the majority. We just quiet, you know what I mean? That's it's like they say, the guy you always got to worry about is that quiet guy sitting over there in the corner. You worry about that guy. The guy talking all the junk, don't worry about him. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, they ain't no force, man. They're nothing. It's just, it's sad because all this shit, they're yelling and screaming and shit they're starting. And then when we finally can't take it no more and we snap, then all of a sudden we're the bad guy, and then they're crying in the corner, and we're the bad guy. Why you doing this? Why'd you do this? Jesus Christ, we gave y'all how long to shut up and sit down? And y'all don't want to shut up and sit down? I mean, Jesus, we let it go on for how long? Nah, time's about to be done. Exactly, man, exactly. Thank you, Miss Lisa. I appreciate you. We're getting a little political in here. They get me riled up. They're gonna have my head hurting in a minute. I just take it too serious, man. I'm 52 years old. 52 years old. And there isn't one time that I can remember that I ever sat on my couch or went to a game or anywhere and the national anthem came on, man, and I ain't shed a tear. There ain't one time, man. That's the honest to God truth. A little bit, Ethan. Only on Tuesdays. Only on Tuesdays, Ethan. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people, it's like they think that flag and they think, our ego, they think all that stuff represents our government. It don't, that flag represents our land. The ego represents our people. You know what I mean? That's what it means for us. It doesn't represent our government. Our government is just an entity. It represents them damn selves. But our flag, that represents us. That's ours. You know what I mean? They ain't got nothing to do with the government and politics. I'll be damned if I see somebody try to burn a flag around me. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Exactly, you know what I mean? We were born Christian, we're gonna die Christians, man. I know I am. Ain't nothing gonna stop me. Exactly. Thank you for your service, Wes. Appreciate you. Yeah, we've always been powerful, man. We've always been powerful. It's just, it's always about money, though. When it comes down to it, the money is the power, No matter how much good they try to do in there, in the end, it's always dictated, over power, money. It's always money. Oh, yeah, we'll always be. And eventually we're going to have to come out strong because it's they're starting to outweigh us, if you know what I mean, in the religion area. We're starting to let too many in. We're going to have to do something, man. I hear you, Wes. I'm sitting right there with you. All it does is just take one call and we out. They just don't understand how strong we are sitting in this country. That's why no one's ever attacked our country. They won't come over and try to man over us over here. They ain't got to worry about the army or anybody else. It's every man, every patriot over here, man, is a soldier. They don't want none of it. But those days are over anyway. Don't nobody fight man to man anyway. It's all about those drones and dropping missiles. That's all it's about. That's it. I don't know. It's another thing. Not to switch it up again, but another thing that really, really upsets me. And like I said, I try not to get political. But I've been following it, from the beginning. The Ukraine thing, even before Ukraine went to war, Ukraine was one of the #1 countries known for its, I don't know how to say it, man. They were known for being dirty. You know what I mean? Human trafficking, child prostitution, gambling, mafias. Ukraine's been known for that for God knows how long. And then all of a sudden they want to go to war and we're supposed to defend them. And then that guy Zelensky, he just wants a seat on the UN. He ain't trying. How many times he's been offered a peace treaty? He's been offered so many peace treaties that he's denied every one of them. He wants a seat on the UN. He ain't giving up until they give him a seat on the UN. And that boy don't deserve no seat on the UN, man. He ain't shit. No offense to the people of Ukraine, but Putin just doing what he got to do. And he's just playing around, to be honest with you. If that man wanted to do something, he could have done it a long time ago. He could have shut the door on them a long time ago. Yeah, there's so much corruption. It's money, man. Money. The root of all evil. How you doing, Jesper? How you doing? Yeah, money. Root of all evil, man. Can't live with it. Can't live without it. I ain't gonna lie. I love it, too. We all love money. People say money can't buy happiness. Yeah, money can buy you anything you want to buy. Money buy anything nowadays, man. It get you wherever you need to go, whatever you need to do. It's a terrible thing. How you doing, Adventure? Canada. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, Kirk. Belize, yeah. I hear you, Wes. I'm thinking about the same thing, man, and it really kills me to have to abandon my own country like that, man. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm giving it one last chance to turn around or someone to stand up, do something, man. I might have the rest of this year, I'll stick around, but after this year, I don't know, I might start making plans myself. It just ain't, it just ain't worth it anymore. These last, 2-3 generations, it's not the same. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I bet. I'll be honest with you, Wes, I've been looking into Southeast Asia, over like Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, price-wise and stuff. I've been checking them out. Canada, yeah, you guys are on the news a lot too. Yeah. You know, but if y'all notice, all of us, the same problem. We all have the same problem. Look at it. What's the problem? We all looking at the same problem. And people like to say Muslims, but it's not Muslims, it's Islam, which, you know, Muslims fall under Islam, but just be flat out, it's Islam. You know, these people, they're taking over, they're terrorizing our cities, they're infiltrating our governments, you know, trying to change our laws, our way of living. It's crazy. Did you? I should have went to Thailand. I don't know, but Thailand, like I said, I've been keeping track of everything. This year, price has been going up this year in Thailand. Right now, it's still good, like Philippines, Vietnam's the best, but as far as price-wise, but Jesus Christ, they're so crowded. It is crowded over there. And then there's places like Cambodia and Laos, but there's too much war and stuff going on over there. Not too safe. Yeah, they speak English. Well, I speak Spanish too, though. They speak Spanish too, don't they? Yeah. Yeah, I speak English and Spanish. Prime Minister. Yeah, I know. You guys are always talking about your Prime Minister. Just like the UK, they're always talking about theirs over there in England. They can't stand them. They can't stand them. I heard them speak too, man. It was like, I don't know. It just didn't sound too intelligent. I know I don't sound intelligent, but you know, for a politician to be standing up there and talking, they didn't sound too bright. Don't worry about it, John. I do it all the time. Once you hit 50 and over, hey, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? You get it? Shit happens. Oh, John. Well, at least we're across the screen. We can't smell nothing through the screens. I turned the smell sensation off. Let me hit the smell button back. There it goes. There you go. Yeah, that's for sure, man. It's like it's you know, it's like you have your house, right? And then you got family, you know, that lost their homes or whatever. They want to move in, right? Well, they need somewhere to live. So you let them live with you, right? You already got your kids, your husband, whatever, wife, and you're living in the house. And now you got a whole family of, say, 7. All right. You got to remember, they were used to doing things their way in their house. So now they come over in your house and try to do things their way, and you're bumping heads. You know what I'm saying? And then you're trying to feed your family, and you got to feed their family because, you know, they're down and out. You know, it comes to a point where eventually you're going to break. I mean, you have to sacrifice. You have to choose. I mean, I know it's your family, you know, and I know they're good people, but, you know, eventually you got to make a decision. You know what I mean? You got to make a decision. You know, and we have to take care of ourselves. You know, we got to take care of ourselves. That goes for every other country too. You know, you have to take care of yourself first. You know, you got to take care of yourself. Thank you, Canada. Appreciate you. Love you. You have a good day too. Thank you. I appreciate you. Keep in touch. We do some more lives. We keep talking junk. Try to make everybody laugh and smile. We get in here, we'll laugh and smile. That's what it's about. You know, it's good to have a good conversation. And, you know, we keep it civil. You know what I mean? It's just laugh, smile, talk about it. Everybody appreciate everybody's opinion. That's what it's about. Try to figure out a middleman. You know what I mean? And then if shit don't work out, oh, well. Yeah, we're in the USA, Poland. I'm in Florida. That flag in the background didn't give it away, did it? Yeah. Indiana, yeah. I used to run around Elkhart, Indiana, back in the day, probably about 30 years ago. I used to run around out there. There was a biker crew out there. A brother of mine used to run with. Orlando, yeah. I'm probably about an hour west of Orlando. Amen. Love my flag. Love my flag. Hey, y'all, don't forget to give me a subscribe now. I'm trying to get to 400. We got to get to 400. Leave me a like and a subscribe. I know y'all can do it for me. We're going to get there. Hey, look. Hunter Biden, South Park. Hey, we got a celebrity in the lobby. Yeah, Outlaws. Yeah, there you go. You remember them? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't want to put them out there like that. I didn't want to put them out there like that. But yeah, you know who I'm talking about. That was back in the day. That was like 30 years ago. That was crazy back then. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on back then. Yeah, these kids today, they think they know what violence and crazy is. 70s, 80s, and 90s, man, it was crazy. Shit was crazy. They just wasn't no cameras to record everything. Yeah, not the in-laws. Yeah, they were your insurance company. I hear that. I mean, them boys, they were crazy back then. They had business cards and everything, riding around on them bikes giving out business cards. You know? Yeah, that was my brother. He was in that. He was pretty crazy back then. Thank you, Ben Brook. Yeah, it's good to be back home. I go to the specialist tomorrow and I find out what we're gonna do, follow up and stuff. And then after I talk to the specialist, I'll update on my channel. I don't know. See what's going to. They say there's no treatment for it, but they say the only treatment is surgery. But I ain't trying to do no surgery. Not in the back of my head. Come back out, my eyes be like this. I be talking to y'all like this. Y'all be like, what happened? I really be looking crazy then, wouldn't I? Yeah. Oh, I hear you, sunshine. Uh, but it ain't the same like back in the day. A lot of these groups and stuff ain't the same. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, sunshine. It's good to be back. I've been relaxing. I went and cut some yard yesterday for my little sister. And that's what I was going to do that Sunday when I had my strokes. I was getting ready to go to go do her yard. So I went yesterday and I was getting everything ready. I said, man, God, please don't let me have another one. Let me get this yard done. My poor little sister, she got a big old piece of property and she can't afford it. Everybody wants like, Jesus Christ, they wanted like $600-700 to do her yard. I was like, Jesus Christ, I come over, just buy me some biscuits and gravy and a coffee. You know? Oh yeah, the classic. There you go. He's we hear you. Hey, mathematics. I'll see you back too. I remember you. I remember you. I remember, hey, Dakota. I remember you too. I tell you, man, my memory be messed up, but I can remember you guys. I always remember you guys, man. How you doing, Dakota? You know what I'm saying? I'll work for I'll work for a meal anytime, man. Sometimes, there's a lot of old people around here where I live, and they always need help with their mechanic work and stuff, because everything's so expensive. I did a couple jobs. I do this for this one old man. I help him out every once in a while. He always gives me a bottle of wine. He's handicapped. He's an ex-vet. He just gives me a bottle of wine every time I fix his car for him. I take it. But it makes me wonder, what's he doing with all that wine? Is he sitting there drinking all that wine all day? Better slow down on the wine. Yeah, man. What they saying? Is that mathematics? I appreciate you. Mathematics. Let's go. Yeah, the world is yours. You remember that? And what was that? Scarface, remember? On the blimp, the world is yours. Man, I love some Scarface. That's like all time right there. I don't know if any of these kids today ever watched it. How you doing, Lordy? I'm in Florida, but I'm originally from North Philly. If you're asking about my accent and stuff. That's from North Philadelphia. There you go. Beat that cockroach up. Yeah. Who's it? Unless it's... Nah, we ain't. I can't eat no viper fish. You're too much, mathematics. What am I gonna do with you? You're going to get stoned again. So I'm going to put some coal in your stocking this year again. That's what you're going to get. You don't calm down. I'm going to put some coal in your stockings this Christmas. I appreciate you, sunshine. We're going to get it. We're going to hit that 400. We're going to keep going. We're going to hit 400 sooner or later. I tell you. It's a boring day, though, man. It's boring. I was going to go out on the boat with my son this morning. He wanted to take me out, go up river, but I don't know. Probably should have went, huh? I just don't want to be out in the sun too long. He always rides like 2 hours one way, then it takes you 2 hours coming back, and then you're in the sun. He don't got one of those topper things, you know what I mean? And that sun hits you, you're out there the whole time. Nah, there's a couple off the coast, but we ain't gonna get none of it. We've been doing good. They all curving up. They curve north. Now, North Carolina, them, I can't promise them they won't get it again. Tennessee through there, they probably gonna get some stuff, but we've been doing really good this year. We've been doing good the last few years. Hurricanes just come, they hit that curve. God put that curve out there in the ocean. And as soon as they hit it, boom, they hit that wall and they curve north. That's our protection. God's protecting Florida. He said, I don't want nothing to happen to that state. Send them over to California. Hey, Karen. Yeah, I'm a single guy. It's a single guy house. It's a single guy house. I do the best I can. I ain't gonna lie. I do clean, but it ain't perfect. I've been a single guy for shit. I think this August been 6 years I've been single. So anytime you want to come over, Karen, you come on over. I'll be here waiting for you. I was going to say something dirty, but I kept it to myself. I kept it to myself. I sure was going to say something. Man, I be watching them Thailand videos on YouTube too much. It's starting to get to me. Let's see if any of y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, in Thailand, they do the massages. They got the massage parlors, and you can get those. They call it happy endings. All right, take care, sunshine. I appreciate you. God bless you too. I'll see you on the next one. Yeah. I see you know about them lady boys, huh? You know, all right, Brooke. What you know about them lady boys? What mathematics says, them lady boy videos? Nah, man, nah. Nah, they be them lady boys, but nah, I like to watch them YouTubers that, you know, they show everything out there, but they do be pointing out them lady boys and the massage parlors and all that stuff. It's crazy over there, man, Thailand. That, what they call it, Pattaya? That's crazy over there. That's just crazy. Man, it looks like a grown man's Disney World over there or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. Gotta slow down a little bit. You see my face getting red. Blood pressure probably up in the sky right now. Thought was a girl. I bet you did, mathematics. I'm gonna tell you what though. Jesus, until they speak, you can't tell the difference. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the hell? It's crazy over there. I mean, at least over here, we can tell the difference, you know. You see something, you can tell it. But over there, man, you can't tell the difference. Jesus. Herpes? Nah, not yet. I'm still working on it, though. Yeah, the Adam's apple, Brooke. That's what they were saying. The Adam's apple, the shoulders, and the hands. They say, look at the Adam's apple, the shoulders, and the hands. They say that's how you tell. Brooke, you sure know a lot about this stuff. You been over there in Thailand? Yeah, I appreciate you, Xander. I do got that perfect round head too, because I can take this off, and even with my bald head, I still got a good shaped head. It's pretty good. He said, Jamaican songbird. Why did you vote for Trump? I didn't vote, man. I don't think I've ever voted in my life. Ever, 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 ever. I've never voted in my life, man, for nothing. Not city council, not nothing. I've never voted. I leave it to fate. You know what I mean? Whatever the people want, let them have it. I leave it to fate. And then in the end, a lot of times, sometimes, most of the time, your vote don't, that's just a big old show. Yeah, your vote counts. Your vote matters. You're right. Yeah. Well, my hat. Yeah, no, that's just my beanie. I got my orange beanie. I got an orange beanie I wear too, Jamaican. Yeah, I know, but you know what though? In the end, Jamaican, don't no one choose my destiny but me. I make my money, and if I can't make it, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit around the house and wait for it handed out. I'm gonna make money. I'm gonna pay my bills. I'm gonna make sure there's food in the house. I'm gonna make sure my people are taken care of. I'm gonna make sure. I ain't waiting on the government or no one else. I make sure. I'm Gen X. We were born, raised to take care of ourselves. We don't look for handouts. We don't look for help. We take care of ourselves and our people. How you doing, Christopher? How you doing, Jeff? Yeah, you just gotta be a good person, man. You know, about like I tell my kids, be good to people, man. Because in the end, when you need help, it's not about what you know, it's who you know. You stay good with people, people stay good with you. There's been times I've been in situations, I pick up the phone, I call people. I call them my brothers and my sisters. You know what I mean? And I call them. They're right there for me. You know what I'm saying? Pick me up. That's the way it should be. Can't let there's too much stuff out there, man, dividing us. People talk about color. Ain't nobody talking about color when they go buy cars. You know what I'm saying? Ew, he drives a black car. Ew, he drives a white car. Ew, look at that red car. Don't nobody say shit about that. So what the hell does it make a difference on people? You know what I'm saying? you know? Oh yeah, all the time. Shit, I've been homeless. I lived in a shelter in New York one time. You want to talk about some scary shit? Oh man, I had to spend a night in a shelter in New York one time in the Bronx. Oh man, I didn't sleep one wink. I had my back against the wall, and all you seen was crackheads and heroin addicts shooting up and smoking all night. As soon as that sun came up, I was out. Never went back. How you doing, bald ginger guy? Oh, I'm feeling way better. Yeah, I remember your name. Yeah, I'm feeling better. I'll follow up tomorrow with my doctors, and we'll go from there. If you're following the channel, I post up an update once I figure out what they're gonna do and what kind of treatment or whatever we're gonna do about it. And if I can still keep my works out going, you know what I'm saying? It's killing me, man. I got like right now sitting here, man. I want to be walking. I want to be out getting the steps, training, but they telling me I can't do nothing. Shit, they jumped my ass yesterday for out mowing the grass yesterday. I was like, man, I can't sit still. I'm sitting here right now. My leg is like this. My leg won't sit still. It's bouncing away. I just want to go. All right. Hey, blow some of the smoke through the screen. Maybe it'll help me. I hear you. I appreciate you. Yeah, my sons right now, Ginger, they out on the boat. That's what they do. They just go out on the boat, ride up river and smoke and drink. That's all they do. Fuckers. They're my sons, though. They're good kids, though, but that's about the only thing I wish they wouldn't do. Killing their bodies, you know what I mean? Oh, that smoke. Y'all gotta be careful with that smoke. Nah, I ain't never smoked at all, man. Never. Yeah, Brooke. Yeah. As soon as I got in there, it was. As soon as I get in there, right? They're like, "How long ago was it when you had your stroke?" I said about an hour and a half, and they had a doctor there, right? Specialist. He was like, "All right, we got this special experimental med that we can give you if you had your stroke within 4 hours." He goes, but there's a 6% chance that you can bleed out inside. I said, what? He goes, but I need a decision right now. I said, what the fuck? I'm laid out on the table getting ready to hit the CT. I'm like, man, I don't know what to do. I said, let me talk to my sister. My sister's a nurse. They made her come in. She came in, and the doctor was like, we need an answer right away. And I was like, and I told her what he said. She goes, Daniel, she started crying. I ain't going to tell you what to do. She goes, you make up the decision. I was like, fuck. I looked at the doctor. I said, man, do whatever you want to do, man. Whatever works. So he hit me. He told the girl, he's like, give him 25 milliliter, or whatever you call it. He said, give him the max. And they shot me up. Yeah. And then it was like for the first 24 hours in ICU, they had to check me like every 15 minutes, make sure I wasn't bleeding internally and shit. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it worked. I don't know. It was in the back of my head on the right side. But it's a disease I got. They found out it was a disease because they took the records from my first stroke, my second stroke, and then this stroke because it was, you know, how common it is. And they found all three of them showed the disease in the back of my head. It's called Moya Moya, Moya Moya, Moya Moya, which is Japanese for puff of smoke. Hey, Blitz, how you been, Blitz? So I don't know. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. See what they talking about. Yeah, moderation. Yeah, I know. They said I was pushing myself on my journey. But I just want to get back out there, man. I want to get back out there. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I feel better. I want to get back to working out though, man. I want to get back to the journey. I feel like I'm failing myself just sitting around doing nothing, you know. Got to get back at it. I got goals. We got goals we had, you know. We got time, dates, we got set. You know, we're sticking to it. I mean, even if it passes the 6-month goal, I'm gonna keep going until we get it. I appreciate you, Blitz. I thought you already did. What? You've been joining me how long? And you ain't subscribed yet? What's going on, Blitz? We on a first name basis. And you ain't subscribed yet? How you doing, Ivy? I see you now. I'm always looking for you too, Blitz. Every time I do a live, I'm like, man, where Blitz at? You know? Well, yeah, that's what, you know, that's the funny thing, Brooke, because the last 3 years, like I said, I've been studying like Southeast Asia, like Philippines. My goal is Philippines. That's my dream. I want to take my vacation to the Philippines. And my sister was like, Jesus Christ. She goes, you know where it's most common this is from? And I was like, where? She said, Southeast Asia. I was like, serious? I said, see, God was telling me something. You got COVID? To get better? Nah. I had all three, Ivy. I was hospitalized 3 times. Had scars in my lungs, everything. But I don't drink or smoke, so they said that's what pretty much helped me out. Yeah, you never know. You never know. You never know. I don't know. Drink some tea, maybe. Some of that, what they call it, chamomile tea. That's what I like. Drink some tea, hot tea. That might help you out. My channel, Christopher, weight loss. I've been losing weight, man. I've been on a weight loss journey since July 1st. I'm down 50 pounds so far. 50 pounds. I lost 50 pounds in like the first 76 days. I was going every day. I got like over 500 videos in there, man. I was putting in work. Editing, uploading, man. I'm putting in work. It's a good channel. You know, I've been trying. I've been putting in work. You know, it's not like, you know, I'm not earning it. You know what I mean? I'm putting it in, man. I'm trying. And I got a goal set, you know, and I ain't got no coaches. I ain't got no nutritionists. I ain't got mommy, daddy funding me. You know what I'm saying? It's just me. I'm just trying to show just what a normal, original guy can do to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? You know, I watch these guys on here, man. They got thousands of followers, you know, and they lose 100 pounds in 2 years. Takes them 2 years to lose 100 pounds, and they got coaches and nutritionists and mommy's money and everything. I'm like, I'm just an old guy doing it just the way anybody else can do it. You know what I mean? I'm shopping at Walmart. I got a home gym downstairs. You know what I mean? That's it. I ain't counting calories and counting macros. I'm just using common sense. You know what I mean? You put 5 pounds of food inside you, you're going to gain 5 pounds, right? You put a pound of water in you, you're going to gain a pound, you know? You just got to find your balance. You know, it's all about finding balance. I document everything. Everything I document, my diets, how much water intake, you know, how much food I'm eating, what I'm eating. I document everything. And then I adjust. Like every other month, I'll adjust and then find what works. And then I find that middle. And then once I got it balanced, I ride with it. But I finally hit a peak. That 50 pound was my peak. So I'm at a peak right now. So I got to go a little harder. And I ain't going to lie to none of y'all. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I'm 52, and I ain't trying to push this. I don't suggest this to none of y'all out there. But I was thinking about you using anabolics. Tell me how y'all feel about that. This was before I had the strokes. I was thinking about, you know, I already got the order in. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I already got the order in. You know, it takes 2 to 4 weeks, you know, coming from out of the country, but I already got the order in. And even before this stroke happened, you know, I was excited and scared at the same time about using the anabolics, but I still want to do it. You know what I mean? I still want to do it. You know, I want to be all I can be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a big guy already, big bone, big guy. So imagine if I put the anabolics to it, you know? I don't know, man. It's sort of scary. I'm going to mention, my sisters keep telling me, make sure you tell the doctors about that. You know, I'm like, I can't tell them that. I say, yeah, I guess I have to tell them, right? Yeah. But I'm going to be honest with my doctor when I see him. I'm going to tell him something I'm thinking about, you know what I mean? Maybe he'll be cool with it, and maybe he'll monitor me, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I don't know. You know? Yeah, you know, doctors are always going to give you that, you know. Yeah, I hear you, Freedom. It's scary, you know. It's not like something I'm just jumping into, you know what I mean? Like I've been looking at it, you know, and it seems like there's more negative than positive to it, you know what I mean? And like the biggest problem is where you getting it from, you know what I mean? Because, you know, there's so much fake shit out there and stuff like that. You got to be careful where you get it from, you know what I mean? And I think I got a pretty reliable place, you know. The guy that referred me, he's been on it 40 years and never been hospitalized, never had any problems. So I don't know. How you doing, Black Rose? But man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm really, it's like I'm so excited to use it, you know, to try it, you know what I mean? Because, you know, my guy was telling me, you know, he was like, man, you'll see a difference in 6 weeks. You know what I mean? He said, if you train the way you're training now, he goes, he watches me. He goes, man, in 6 weeks, man, you'll see a big difference. I was like, man, you know, it's exciting, but it's also scary at the same time because I've known guys that got sick. I had one guy, man, he had to have a liver transplant. I had 2 other guys, they had kidneys fail on them, you know. I've seen it, you know. These are guys I know from the gym, you know. But I ain't gonna lie, they were older too. They were like in their 60s and 70s, you know what I mean? They were a lot older and, you know, they weren't as big and healthy as I am, you know. I know I'm big, but I am healthy, you know what I'm saying? I get out there and run and stuff. I don't drink, don't smoke, so, you know, I got that going for me. Yeah, I'm already on the testosterone therapy. I do 200, whatever that's called. I think it's called 1 cc a week through my doctor. That's like the highest he can give, 200. And I've been on that for for this November, it'd be 2 years. And the only thing I can say but you know, that's only 200, I guess. If you do more, I guess, you know, the bodybuilders do a lot more than that. But for 200, the only thing I can say that it's helped me with, it helps maintain the muscle. Like it won't grow. But, you know, like when you don't go to the gym for like a few weeks, your muscles, they die out on you. Well, they won't. Like the testosterone holds it. Like it'll hold. Like it'll maintain it. But as far as giving me strength or helping me grow, nah, I never seen none of that. But I'm still doing that. I do my testosterone every week, 1 cc a week. But yeah, now this stuff I'm talking about is like, it's one of the most popular ones out there. If you know, you know. It's It's pretty. Yeah, there you go. Trend. Christopher knows. Yeah, Trend. The Trend. It's called. It's a new one called Trend Ace. It helps you cut and bulk at the same time. Yeah, and then I'll be taking that with I'll be stacking that with Sestinol. You ever heard of Sestinol? I'll be stacking it with that, and then of course my test that I already take. Yeah, but it's called Trend Ace. You ever heard of that one? Yeah, yeah, that's the toughest one. That's the hardcore one right there. But yeah. But I got a guy. He's like I said, he's an old friend of mine, and he's been on it a long time. And he's not one of those that was in it for the bodybuilding or the, he didn't want to be Mr. Olympia. So he paced himself. And that's how he's gonna do me. He said, "Man, I'll help you, but you got to do it my way." So I was like, "All right, let's go." And he's gonna pace me. He's gonna take it slow. We're just gonna build slow. So hopefully we can, get used to it. And I know, a lot of these stuff gets addictive, especially when you start seeing improvement and stuff. You want more and more, but I've always been good at saying no, you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't do drugs, no to smoking, it's easy for me to say no. I've always been a leader, not a follower. So it's a little easier. I hear you, no, thank you. But I just feel like I gotta try it, you know what I mean? Like I got to, you know what I mean? Like, it might work. It might not work, but it might. But if I feel any kind of way, I'll stop, you know what I mean? Yeah, that cocaine was so yesterday though. That cocaine was yesterday. This is about, we moved on from that. What they call it, the white horse, the white girl. We moved on. It's time for newer, bigger, better things. Yeah. Yeah, that's what he said, man. He said, man, he says you'll see a difference in 6 weeks. Especially when he watched the way I train and everything, my workouts. Like, I'm doing like 5 to 7, different workouts, 3 sets each. I'm doing 15 to fail on my sets, and I was going light, midweight. Now I've been doing heavyweight. So, I'm pushing hard. Like I can feel the tears and stuff, but it's always been the hardest thing for me to grow is my chest and my legs, which are the biggest muscles, but they've always been hard. My arms were always easy, but my legs and my chest have always been hard. So, I'll let you know though. I'll let you know when I start it, and then we'll keep track from there. I'll put on day 1 when we start that, and we'll go from there, and we'll keep track. So stick with me, Christopher. Make sure you subscribe so you can stick with me. When we start that, we'll put day 1, and we'll see what we do. We'll see what 6 weeks really does. We'll see what happens in 6 weeks. Hopefully my body will get bigger, not my head. My head's perfect the way it is. We don't need it to get any bigger. But we need to grow. I'm 52, man. I don't want to wait like these guys. They waited till they were in their 60s and 70s and started using this shit, you know what I mean? When they were already old and already a little weak. I'm still strong enough right now. I think if I do it, I think I'll be good, and it's just to get me where I want to be. After that, I'm done, I just stick with my testosterone, to maintain, and I just do daily maintenance training. Because that stuff's crazy, you know what I'm saying? It makes a big difference. I've watched guys, I've watched these guys. It's like, Jesus Christ. And then you got a lot of them, they get in denial, That's why I'm trying to tell you, I'm not going to deny nothing, I'm going to tell y'all straight up what I'm doing. I'm not going to average, like push it on anybody, so I'm not going to talk about it all the time, but, I'm going to be straight up, that's what I'm going to try. A lot of people, they get in denial or they're afraid to admit it, Yeah, I'm natural. Veins popping out, ripped as fuck. 80 years old, looking like you're 20-something. Yeah, you're natural. You're a natural full of shit. No, I'm gonna be straight up, man. You'll see when I post, I say everything. I tell you what I ate in a day, what I drank in a day, exactly how much water, what food I ate. You'll see my exercises, how many steps I get in at the end of the day. I keep everything. How you doing, Carol from England? We got a few of y'all from the UK over here. It's good to see you. Hope the weather's good over there. Is it raining? Don't y'all get a lot of rain over there? Name a car for edit. Let's go with a 70. A 70 Le Mans. I had one. 70 Le Mans. Yeah, let's go with a 70 Le Mans. Which is as similar as the GTO. It's just called Le Mans. Same body. But the 70 had the chrome beak like the GTO. So it's pretty much the same thing. And it had the V8. Yeah, she was a runner. I love that car. Ooh. We got 2% left, people. So if the phone cuts off, know I love you. Who, me? Shoot, Christopher, I got a 01 Tahoe that I had since 02, and it's got 427,000 miles on it. And she's still running strong, man. God bless her. That's the only loyal woman I've ever had in my life, was that truck, man. She's there for me, man, day and night. She takes me where I need to go, never fails me, man. She's always there, man. She sings to me when we driving. You know what I'm saying? And she looks good, Christopher. She don't look bad. She's all black. I blacked it all out, debadged it, put a little lift on her. Got 20-inch wheels. I used to have like big fat tires, but I got tired of that, man. Kept tearing up my hubs in the front, the bearings. So I got like, just standard 20 inches, got them blacked out, and I put big ass, just bigger tires, 275, 65s on it. So a lot of tire, nice, clean ride, Yeah, she's blacked out. It's my black beauty. All right, people, we at 1%. We at 1%. I want to say I love you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. God bless all of you, man. Have a good day, good night, wherever y'all at.